Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn with Avinash Darby. Today I am excited to show you how to locally test your alerting system using Elastalert, Localstack and Docker desktop. Now I have been working on migrating our alert system from Slack to Microsoft Teams, but I could not test this on live production environment for obvious reason. So I found a better way. In this video, we will explore how to simulate this alert and ensure your webhook integrations are functioning perfectly without touching your live ECS cluster or task. So let's get started.
So let's start it. How to test an elastic alert locally using Localstack. Let's explain how exactly it can happen. Before that, we need to fulfill the prerequisite. Like first, the Python should be there, and most probably it is 3 version. You can download it from the python.org and you can use it that one. AWS CLI to be there, yes, because we are going to use the AWS Elasticsearch services, so we need to have the AWS CLI, and also make sure AWS configure you have already configured the AWS credentials so that you can list the changes there. And guides are available here already, how to do installations and configure the credential. Docker should be there, so install Docker will be there because we wanted to run the local stack, so Docker is required. Without that we cannot run the local stack container, which will be running on a 4.5.6 one. So let's go to the next step. It's called the local stacks. So let's go to the Docker desktop. So if you are not aware about how to install it, go to the add extension here, search for the Localstack, and you will find the extension here. Just click on the install options here. Since I already installed it, I'll directly go to the Localstack extension here and click on the start button. So when I click on the start button, it will load the container and run the container also. So it is started in a process. You can see that, go to the image, you can see find out the Localstack images by default because of the Localstack extension when you click on the start option. So I'll click on the start options here so that my container can run on the 4.5.6.6 port. It will take a couple of minutes to start. You can monitor the logs here. Currently it's saying that no instance is running. So once you start loading it, it will show the logs. Yeah, you can see that the Localstack has started, the version is there, so whenever we are going to hit it, you can use it. Now we can use this URL or http://localhost:4.5.6 port to use and create your Elastic service. So let's go to the next step. So you can have a multiple alert. If you have a custom alert for a Slack, MS Team, Power Automate, or any option, so you can mention their type of that. Then you can find it on Elastic alert documentation. So I'll show you that later. Now once it's up to this one, let's create the index for it. So how to create it? The request put one, then our domain name with the and a slice. And since we have created a file bit and the sample test, we will create the so this will create the one index. Now the next work is to test the thing. So let me just write this. Just copy here. So this is curl -x put same hostname /filebit-1 underscore doc1. So we are going to create one index which will have a sample data to test out. Since we are doing a testing on locally, right, we cannot sync up with our actual cloud environment. No, and that is the reason we are using this locally, right? We don't want you to play around with our actual environment so that you can test your alert locally. So the content type application JSON, and then messages and monitor name. So please give a intention, like main point here the monitor is the monitor name, and set it down, because since we have given the rule called example underscore r, there is a query, we are querying using monitor status down, so that has to be there the same manner accordingly. So let's and this is created. Now let's test the rule. Test rules is like last alert hyphen test hyphen rule example slash rule slash example underscore error dot yml and hyphen alert. So we'll not okay. Let me just find out. Look like this, it is not installed. So let me try to see how to fix it. One more thing we need to do is, since we are having a config, the config folder will give it example config.panel. Then let me see. Okay, it looks like it's not fully run. See that? Okay, it's a pipe. It's installed. Okay, it's inside local folder. That is the reason it's not showing. So we need to export the path. So So if you're doing the virtual environment, don't need to do that. So I've not done the virtual environment to that, so I will go to the global path only. I think then it will show the which elastic version is there, and then we have to do the batch profile source. So it will reload the profile. So we'll clone this repository, clone this repository. I will provide the feature and description also. You can provide this repository. Yeah, once it's cloned this repository, I'll go to the city and Elastalert. Make sure you are using Python 3 version. Okay, so now next step is to I'll just copy this command and paste it here. The command is AWS ES is Elasticsearch, then create Elasticsearch hyphen domain. So it will create a domain, and the domain name you can specify anything. I am just giving a testing locally as a domain name, and endpoint will point to the local stack container which we are running in a 4566. Okay, so let's create it. So once it created, you can see there the domain status are there, mentions your domain is created, the ID is testing locally, your domain name is testing locally, and your endpoint is testing locally .us hyphen ush hyphen 1 yes localhost dot localstack dot cloud 456. You can use this URL and keep it URL somewhere and copy it, paste it somewhere and keep it in your draft so that you will use it later time, and just paste on the queue and exit of that. Your initial creation of is completed, and next we will just see the all the endpoints are ready or not. Let's click and describe the thing. It will show the same message. So if you are creating a multiple Elasticsearch services, it will show the list of the services. Currently we have only created a one domain for Elasticsearch services, it will show only one. Now since we have already cloned the Elastalert and we are already into a you can see that the Elastalert 2 repository. So next step is to set up. So we'll do one thing, we'll install the pip library or insert requirement.txt. It will start. Okay, cool, it's already installed, satisfying. So we'll do Python setup, Python 3 setup.py install. Yeah, so this is going to be installed. Click on, and that's it. So next will be you need to copy the config file. So let's copy the config file from your. So this config file will be inside the example folder. Let's go to the example folder and copy it to the new one. So you will have a new config file, and here you can have all the hosts. This will be there. So you can mention it the whole details about it. So we'll just update that host which we copied earlier into this host file. Where is the host file? Yeah, here. So we'll remove this. We'll copy here with the only host file, and then we'll update the port also to 4566. Okay, and then the config is ready. Once the config is ready, you can start using the policy. And let's create one elastic rules here. So inside the rules you can use existing example. If you look at the existing example, you can see that the existing spike see that how exactly is happening it, the name, type and there, or you can I'll create my own example underscore, then I don't file, fix it. Now look at that login page, some include I have already done, the number of event, how many I have to track, and time frame, which time frame I have to get it at 10, it can be second also, index if I heartbeat 1, so I'll just change it to heartbeat to file bit, index query is like monitor login page query, you can keep that one also, and I'll just, that is randomly I just use the PowerPoint web URL. So let's look at the create it. So I'll just update there. The login page and timing. How to check the timing, right? So just date minus u, because you need to use the UTC system and you should be like between the 10 minute of interval. So I'll just copy this time and play around with some details so that I can one. So I will use this. You can see the timing here, the 1st October and the 1066 is between that one, so that you will create the index. So it is created the index. Now let's test the rule. Yeah, so look at that. If you found that 1/1 hit means we are able to the query the right alert and it will trigger the specific hook. Now since this is a dummy hook, it will not have anything there, but if you when you are doing your things like you can Slack webhook URL or Pingdom or Opgenie or the MS or Power Automate, any webhook URL you can do it, you can be able to see that the specific alert in your system. So this is about exactly things.
And there you have it. That's how you can easily test and try Elastalert locally using the local stack. I hope this video helped simplify your process for you. If you have any questions or run into any issue, feel free to drop a comment below. And I am here to help you. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more tech tips and tutorials. See you in the next video.